Hey, BSHL fans, and welcome to another edition of the unofficial BSHL Senior Hockey League podcast. Here's your hosts, the Corys.
Hello and welcome to the unofficial BSHL Senior Hockey League podcast. I'm your host, Corey, joined by my co-host, Corey.
Hi.
What's going on, brother?
You know, living the dream, taking notes down and waiting for this Friday because this Friday is a good one coming.
Should be an interesting one. How's your week been this week?
Busy as usual. How I like it though. If I'm there doing nothing, I'm probably bored.
Yeah, mine's been a little bit insanely busy. It's been a rough week.
Much,
This week was a lot, but also all good. We did a lot of cool stuff at work, so I'm looking forward to Friday though. I'm looking forward to just getting out and hanging out with people and relaxing some. So
yeah, same here.
Big signings this week. Some interesting announcements. It's been a week.
Mm-hmm.
We don't normally, you can't say that. Around this time last year, the Hawks made a huge signing with Alex Arsenault. So we do see signings this time of year. Who has been signed and where are they?
Miramichi got a big one.
Miramichi got there's some buzz. That's for sure. It's a ton of shares, and like you look at that post for Miramichi, I don't know the number, but when I had looked, I mean, it had just barely been announced. I think there was 5 or 6 shares already. I was like, whoa, that's taken off.
All right, don't let the audience wait too long. Give us a name.
I mean, I'll make them wait a little longer. 84 shares right now on the Miramichi Facebook page. Very familiar face for a lot of senior hockey fans. James Scott has signed. He's going to be in the Northland lineup this Friday against their rivals, the Spuktuk Hawks.
The second, I wasn't on social media. I think I was out for my walk, and I usually turn off my data. So I got stuff on YouTube Premium and probably Howard Stern or wrestling stuff or music. When I got home, I had one message on Facebook, and it was Corey. And all he sent me was one of James Scott's fights. And he's like, that guy. And I was like, what about him? He's like, aren't you on Facebook?
It's a big signing. James Scott's a guy from years gone by. He's played a lot of senior hockey, good scrapper. If you want to see some videos, just go on YouTube, punch in James Scott, and you'll find exactly what you're looking for. The guy's a tough customer. He hasn't played senior in a number of years, but Miramichi's buzzing. Miramichi's excited. I'm sure the Civic is going to be packed on Friday. When you factor in people that are going to be going to see the fight, the Spuktuk fans that are going to make the trip, the podcast crew that's going to go there. It should be a good night. Should be a good crowd.
It has been confirmed, right, on who the Hawks are bringing?
Corey Schmier said on the Trackety Alpines group to Mark Richardson that he was going to be there on Friday. So I hope he is. Should make for an interesting night. Get there for the warm-ups. Buy some 50-50 because apparently that 50-50 looks like it's going to roll over. So it should be a really big 50-50 next week.
It never got claimed?
Never got claimed, so they're rolling it over next week. So that should be a good $5,000-$6,000 50-50, I bet. I'll be buying some tickets for sure. Corey, you might even buy a ticket.
I just might.
Corey's going to buy one ticket and win. I'd be like, this rotten prick.
Corey's going to be like, where's my share?
I mean, we could go in. We could go in, a group of us, and buy a big chunk and split it. That's what we'll do.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's all pitch in like $10 and just buy a crap load of 50-50s.
Fuck yeah, let's do that.
And the podcast will win, and then we'll split the money 6 ways. It'll be a good time.
6 ways.
Anyway, that's.
I'll go to Las Vegas.
I mean, it'll only be like $1,000 or $1,200 each. So
I didn't say I was going to stay there. It's just said I was going to go and come back.
Viva Las Vegas.
I don't know.
There was a second signing this week.
Just before we started recording, I believe.
Minutes ago. I had heard grumbling that this was going to happen. Former Northmen. So now 2 former Northmen that have signed with the Amherst Ducks. Julian Hebert.
Mm-hmm. The name sounded very familiar, and I was like, where have I heard this name before? And it's like, okay, this is interesting.
Yeah, he played with the Northmen. He's also a former Rambler. So, big signing for them once again. The Ducks just keep getting better. They've definitely struggled a bit early on. I don't think that it's going to be the story of their season. I definitely think they're going to turn this around. And I'm excited for them.
It's starting to look like we're going to have a very more even league.
It's getting competitive.
It's getting competitive. Like even that game between Bucktouche and Elsie, it was 2-1. Elsie could have easily won that game. They got goalied that day. That's the benefit of having the benefit of having Alex Collette in net, and not to say anything bad about Ryu, because Ryu made some amazing stops.
Yep.
Both goalies got peppered. All right, just put on a treat for the fans there.
It was a good game. It was a lot of fun to watch. One thing I will say, and I talked to Ricky about this too, he brought it to my attention, they were missing pretty much their second line, the JCs. Like the depth that team has is really something this year. And, good for them. They won 2-1, a fantastic game, very fun game to watch. Crowd was so intense. God, it was a good time. I'm sure tomorrow night the Civics going to be very similar though. It's always a heated game, big hits, and hopefully a couple scraps.
There's one game last season that if there's one game I could have been there's a few games, but there was a Miramichi Elsie game in Miramichi that went to overtime. I wish I would have been there for. I don't remember if you were there. I remember watching the stream, but I believe someone passed the puck to Danik Crate, or Crate passed the puck to them. But I believe it was Crate's goal because I remember him pointing at someone. That's the last image you see is him pointing.
Yeah, man. There's just something special about Miramichi and Elsie. So I can't wait to get there. The Ducks, man, Ducks are just getting better. I can't wait to see this team again sometime in the next few weeks. When's the next time that we get to see the Ducks?
I don't
think we're getting to a Ducks game this weekend.
No, we are not.
So
I believe
hopefully next weekend we can make the trip.
Unless we are going to Dalhousie, which I don't think that's on the plan for this weekend.
No, I've got to be. So where my work is doing something at Turner's Christmas at the Coliseum, and I've picked up the 6 to 9 shift on Saturday night. So I will not be in Dalhousie. I don't know, unless everybody else goes.
We are not going to be in the Peninsula because we are going to Miramichi for that Elsie Puck Duck game. And on Sunday, there's one game. Might as well get into the games.
Let's just do it.
So we have 2 games on Friday. The Amherst Ducks will be making the trip to the Peninsula. I'm not 100% sure if it's in Shippagan or Trackety.
It's in Shippagan.
So that is the first game. Elsie Puck Duck will make the trip to Miramichi. We will be there for that one. On Saturday, the Miramichi Northmen will be heading over to Dalhousie to face the Marauders. And on Sunday, the Peninsula will be in Elsie Puck Duck.
Can't wait. Should be a great weekend of hockey. I'm really excited for Miramichi and Elsie. That's just, to me, that's cream of the senior hockey crop. Should be a great time.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah, no offense to anybody in the Peninsula. We love getting to the Peninsula. Friday, we're going to be in Miramichi.
Miramichi is still such an easy drive.
Oh, yeah. You want to knock our predictions out real quick here?
Predictions. So, the Peninsula and Amherst.
I predict that the Peninsula is going to take this one.
I also have the Peninsula. I'm just going to scribble this down. The Elsie Puck Duck Hawks versus the Miramichi Northmen.
I bet I know who you're picking. I'm picking the Northmen.
I'm going to pick Elsie.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like when we're head to head in a couple games. Makes for some fun.
All right, and Miramichi and Dalhousie.
I think this is a Dalhousie win.
I also have
They're starting to right
Dalhousie.
the ship.
Oh, yeah. It's fun to see. The Dalhousie of old is back, and I love it. The Peninsula and Elsie.
I think this is an Elsie win.
I also have Elsie. Just they impressed me in a loss.
Yeah.
And usually when a team impresses me in a loss, kind of means they're going to,
start to
they're
roll.
going to do good. They're going to start to roll. There you go. So we have one game that we disagree with, which is Miramichi and Elsie Puck Duck. If you want me to be specific about it, I think that game is going to overtime.
Ooh, I was on the fence for that Amherst Peninsula game for me. I think Amherst is starting to get really hungry, and I
agree 100%.
They could challenge in that game, but I'm going to go with the Peninsula. Man, Corey, there's so much to talk about tonight. Do you want to get into the standings? You want to get into the leaders? What are you looking for first?
Boss's choice. Which one do you want?
Let's do standings, and then we'll go with player leaders.
All right, the standings after week 6, the Bucktouche JCs remain on top of the mountain, 9-2-0 for 18 points. Not far behind, only 8 points behind them, but that's 4 games. And Elsie has 2 games this weekend. So with 2 wins, they could be 4 points back, that's how close it is right now. The Elsie Puck Duck Hawks are 5-3-0 for 10 points. The Dalhousie Marauders, they're not that far behind either. 4-4-1 for 9 points. The Miramichi Northmen with an absolute same record as the Marauders, 4-4-1 for 9 points. The Peninsula, they are 3-4-2 for 8 points, so they're not that far behind. And the Amherst Ducks that are finding their feet finally, 2-6-0 for 4 points. It's still pretty close all over.
What 2 teams in the league, Corey, have not lost in regulation on home ice?
Bucktouche.
Yes, sir.
Is it Dalhousie?
The Dalhousie Marauders lost in overtime to the Hawks in a shootout, actually.
That's right.
They've won their other home games. Dalhousie is a rink that it's just tough to play.
I thought it was only Bucktouche. Who is it?
It's Dalhousie. The Dalhousie Marauders. Yeah, the Dalhousie Marauders.
In regulation. Okay.
Yeah, in regulation. The Marauders lost in a shootout to the Hawks on home ice. In regulation, they have not lost yet. So, very impressive team. That rink isn't the biggest in the league, but it's loud as heck. Mm-hmm. So, I want to mention there was a hell of a fight, man. That Doucette fight on the weekend with Dylan Bulger. Holy hell of a fight. Those guys went Doucette with the uppercuts. I don't know how Bulger takes them. Yeah. It's just, some tough boys in this league.
It's funny because I don't know if you knew this, but the TV show Shoresy.
Yeah.
So they had the cast of Shoresy's had a game against former Detroit Red Wings.
Okay.
And they had a scripted fight on the ice where they're just swinging. They're not connecting, but they're just swinging. I saw the fight. And the Doucette Bulger fight kind of looked like that, but real.
Yeah, except that he was actually connecting with a few of those uppercuts, and they did not look fun to eat.
No.
Man. Whew. I'll give it to Bulger just for having the guts to get in there and drop him with Doucette. Not everybody will. So I wouldn't personally. How that, man? I like my teeth. My nose is straight. I have no interest.
I think about it sometimes, maybe it'll do something different to my face and maybe,
straighten it out a little, align some things.
Out. Maybe it'll get me a date somewhere. I don't know.
Align your chakras. Who are the leaders in stats in the league?
So goals leader, we have a tie still with 9 goals each, Logan Timmins and Luke Williams. Luke Williams, you said this last week. Luke Williams, it comes in a bunch. Logan Timmins has slowly been climbing up.
Yeah.
Point here, a point there, a goal here, a goal there. Forwards point leader with 14 points, a tie again. Logan Timmins makes the list again. And his teammate, Patrice Carmier, alongside with him. The D-Man, Soul Leader. He's earned this. He's a regular. He's a usual suspect on Players of the Week with 11 points, Tommy Bezzo. And the goals win, man. He got an extra one this weekend, Alex Collette with 7.
Pretty impressive. Shout out to Pascal Valcourt, currently sitting in 3rd for points, tied with Milson. But, Bryce Milson, I should say. Valcourt is kind of like, again, like Timmins, he's slowly sneaking up those standings. What I love when I look at the teams and the players, you kind of get this like dispersal of a lot of the teams up there. Yep. There's a lot of talent across this league this year. It's really
big time.
It's really quite impressive. What are we getting to next, Corey?
So I believe we are in agreement for last week. Our game of the week is the Dalhousie Marauders versus the Bucktooth JCs. I believe 100%. It was 3-2. And that
3-2. No goals in the third period. LeMay shut the door. Apparently the crowd was insane. They were into it the last minute. And everybody that I talked to that was there was like, that's one of the best games they've seen. Yeah. So
apparently they peppered LeMay.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Tried everything to get one behind him, and it didn't happen. That's why LeMay got goalie of the week. He got 2 wins plus that game. You gotta admire that.
Yeah, not easy wins, but guy stood on his head. Good for him. You know he's a good pickup. He's got a great background, long history in senior hockey, pro hockey, junior hockey. Talented guy. Good pickup by the Marauders for sure. Have you seen that Marauders truck? The paint job on the Marauders truck?
I did.
I saw that somebody shared there's like a video of them kind of going around it. Gorgeous, man. It's a beautiful truck. Yeah, it's pretty.
You gotta admire an organization that like goes full blown like with branding like that. That's just beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. It's a special organization out there, and it's pretty cool, man. See that? I can't wait to see that at a rink near you.
It's funny because our buddy Charles Delory, he doesn't like the Marauders jerseys.
Oh, he doesn't? Okay.
He hates them. He calls them, when is Sweden coming to town?
I'm a fan of them.
I love them. I think I'm not a fan of, and there's a few jerseys in the league that I shouldn't love, but I do, because I don't like the strong black ones, like where black is the main color and you'll have like colorful trims. I like a colorful jersey, like the JC's green, the Marauders blue, the Marauders yellow. But
I quietly will say that one of my favorite jerseys in the league is a black jersey. Those Amherst Duck jerseys this year
Amherst Ducks
are so I don't even know how to explain it. Classy or just they're crisp, they're professional, they're beautiful.
I love the Amherst one, and I had something against the Hawks home jerseys.
Okay.
Now I look at them and they're a nostalgic jersey for me because that's the team I used to cheer for.
Yep.
And they won a cup with those jerseys, so to me it's like it's nostalgia.
There you go. I respect that. I understand that. We've got to try and get out to a junior Seahawks game one of these weekends.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's my goal in the next couple of months. Try to get to a Kent Coyotes game, a junior Seahawks game, and a Poseidon game. Those are the 3 teams I really want to see. And I wish I had the time this weekend to go see the Sunny Corner Thunder. They're playing at Bay St. Anne this weekend.
Really?
I love the rink in Bay St. Anne. It's so cool. It's an old rink. It's beautiful.
What day
I saw it. It's like Saturday. I saw it and I was like, motherfucker. I have to be in Moncton at the Coliseum Saturday night. I can't go to that. But I would have been there in a heartbeat. That's such a cool rink. I love Junior B, Junior C hockey. So I would have really enjoyed that. But alas, we're the senior hockey podcast. We're committed. And unfortunately, we can't make it that night, or I can't make it that night. You could just go there and just record for me. I'm sure there's great internet in Bay St. Anne, New Brunswick. I'm sure that old tin rink probably has 5G all day.
Oh, yeah. I don't have a...
Didn't you come with me to a wrestling show in Bay St. Anne, or was that me and Steve?
That was you and Steve, or you and Joel?
Yeah, might have been me, Steve, and Joel. All right. Well, fuck. Never mind then. I thought it was going to bring in some interesting conversation. Screw it.
Okay.
Boney reviews.
Bonies.
we're going to throw to Tracy's Zamboni review. We'll be back on Tuesday. Thanks for being here, Corey. Thanks for being here. We'll see you soon.
Take care.
Start your engines. Did you hear the news? It's time for Tracy's Zamboni reviews.
All right. Tracy, it's time for your Zamboni reviews.
Well, yes, I'm looking for my notes and I can't find them.
Maybe I deleted them.
Probably.
That wouldn't be very nice of me. How was your week? Have you had a good week?
This week?
Yeah, this week.
This week's been long.
Same. Why has it been long for you?
I work.
Work. Overrated.
Yes.
Yeah, we both work in Moncton. We've been putting in a lot of longer hours this week. It's been tough. Are you looking forward to getting some hockey games this weekend?
One in particular.
One in particular. Which hockey game would that be?
Friday night fights under the Miramachi lights.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting Miramachi too. Yeah. Not that I don't always love to get to a Northman game, but something special, man. James Scott announced. Corey Schmear mentioned on the Trackety page that he's going to be in the lineup in Miramachi. I'm excited. I love senior hockey, what it is right now. High pace, skill, etc., blah, blah, shut up. I love me some good fights. So
yeah,
I'm excited. Man, got a lot of messages about it, though. Tracy, that's not what we're here to talk about, though.
That's
as much
fine.
as you love a fight, you're going to get on the Schmear watch. You'll have your phone out. You'll be recording.
That's right.
But for now, let's talk about Zambonis. Last weekend, you only got out to one game. You were in PEI.
Yes, I was. I watched some of Roxanne's stream on Friday, but I was very, very tired. I missed the entire third period. But I was called out.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, no. Mark McGraw.
Good.
Wants to know what I think of, the Zamboni flood under those lights. And in addition, even if there wasn't the high potential for a good fisticuff on Friday,
yes,
I was going. Because now I have to see it in person because of, as Roxanne mentions, the light shows that they do during intermission.
They've also been just dumping. They've been dumping copious amounts of water on the ice.
Yes.
It's been like a legit flood.
Well, I saw the Pina Colada, the other game. And
Yes, the slushy.
Yeah.
Cat's coming down the tree. She's looking at us right now. Oh, God. Let's get it done quick. So you only got to one game last weekend. It was in Bucktouche.
Yes.
But Saturday we did watch High Button,
Yes.
the Amherst game, and it was your favorite Zamboni driver, the OG, the one who
Yes.
started it all, who's on the Zamboni.
Yes. High Button. I know you didn't get the memo either, but please show the Zamboni a little more.
Follow the Zamboni. There is no break at the intermission for cameramen in this league.
That's right. That's right.
Sunday, we got to Bucktouche, saw their brand new Zamboni. Beautiful, shiny, smelly. It's nice.
Is it the new one?
I mean, it looks like a new one. It has like that new Zamboni look.
But it has like an old Zamboni vibe to it.
It's got the old Zamboni.
It looked
vibe.
like a 87 Tonka truck.
Okay. Shots fired, Bucktouche.
Not shots fired, just like I don't know if it's just the design or what.
So who's driving the Zamboni in Bucktouche on Sunday? Guy, girl,
I don't know.
person?
Oh, it was not lady driver.
I'm not looking for a name, Tracy.
I was like, what? I was like, how am I
It's
supposed-
Jacques Dallaire. No, we don't know the guy's name, but yeah, okay. So talk to me about it. How do you do?
The warm up. You know what? I may have deleted my own notes because I remember. No, it was before the warm up. The game before. There was a game being played, a hockey.
If you've ever been to a JC's game, you know the guys. There's like some
Yeah.
pickup game before the
Yeah.
JC's game every week.
Anyway, one of them was helping. They were helper, and I was like, "Jeez, I'd just lay on the ice. I'd get like 5 minutes in. That's assuming I get my skates laced.
Yeah.
But anyway, good for him.
Good for you, guy.
Yeah. Someone accidentally knocked the pucks over.
Onto the ice while the Zamboni was going?
Yes, it was concerning. I thought it was going to be a safety hazard, but they got them picked up quite quickly. He did miss a spot in the right corner.
Before the warm-up?
Yes, before the warm-up.
Lucky nobody tore a quad.
All right. And then after the warm-up, he missed another spot.
This is deduction of points at this point.
But
Oh.
first intermission. Improved the flood. Looked good. And I did not notice any spots missed. So I know you're expecting me to talk about second intermission. And normally I would, but I took 0 notes.
No notes for second intermission. Let's make something up.
Well, but do you remember what I was doing during second intermission?
You were running the camera for the stream? No.
No, that was first.
All right. Second intermission. Were you getting me popcorn?
I never got you popcorn.
You should really get me popcorn.
You had a child get you popcorn.
Oh, yeah. Charlie and his daughter went and got me popcorn. That was good.
No, Corey Votor and I were talking to our new friend.
Oh, yeah. The wrestling fan guy.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know his name because I'm an introvert and I don't ask
Don't
those
ask
questions.
names. Yeah, we don't
I'm
ask
very
names.
awkward.
We could make up a name, but that's not very nice.
No, he's from around here. He's very nice guy. If you're listening, come talk to us again and just tell me your name and
You guys can talk about Ramstein again.
yeah.
Du hast. Yeah, no, he was a really nice guy. A lot of people. It was a massive crowd that game.
Oh, yeah.
Which can sometimes have an effect on the ice, and the ice did look pretty shitty at points, but not terrible.
Yeah.
What do you rate the Zamboni overall?
Yeah, so pre-warm up never counts. It was just an observation.
No, just could tear a quad, so be careful.
Yeah. So I mean, I noticed one spot miss. So as we all know, it's an automatic star deduction. So I don't fault anybody for me not paying attention. Second intermission. So 4 to 5 stars.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
What happens if someone misses after the warm up, after the first intermission, and after the second intermission? That would be 2 stars.
If they miss the 3, like a spot in the 3 flood,
3 of them.
I don't. It would.
Tear quads.
I mean, I'd have. What is with you in the quads? I mean, by my rules, yes, but do I want to? No, I'd find a way for them to get at least 3 stars.
Now, if Travis was driving the Zamboni, would you pardon a missed spot, or would you be harder on him because of it?
Depends on how many Chig's pizzas he gives me for free. Because I can be bought.
You can be bought?
Yes.
All right. Noted. What did you eat in Bucktooth before the game?
I had a hot dog and
Was that the
some
first time
fries.
you had a hot dog at that rink?
I don't think so. It was a good hot dog.
Good hot dog.
No.
Mediocre burger that game. But good hot dog there. So Miramichi this Friday. For the Scott and Schmuir show.
Yes.
Can't wait.
Gonna be exciting.
Do you have any predictions? Who's going to win that game, the Hawks or the Northmen?
Well, I've been the kiss of death for the 2 teams that I thought were going to make it, 1 and 2 at the end of this season.
Yeah, not good.
So I'm not going to give a team. I'm going to use Corey Votor's very political, the fans are going to win.
Go fans.
Go
All right.
fans, go.
Thanks for being here.
It was a good one this time.
Cat's up in your grill, so we'll end it
my
now.
sweater.
It works out. It's just your scarf.
Oh, scarf. Yes, that's the right best word.
Yeah, so it's going to work out. Thanks for being here, and we'll be in Miramichi tomorrow night. Take care.
Yes, it is tomorrow night because it's coming out Thursday.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'll stay fresh, cheese bags.
Later.
Bye.